I'm gonna be showing you guys how I put in my tape-in hair extensions. So please stay tuned to every little process that I actually do. But first things first, right? I gotta get that hair straight. So before I tell you about straightening my hair, I have to let you know, because as you can see, it is a bushy bush, even though I fully blow dried my hair. This hair hasn't been pressed, flat iron, straightened for about, I'm gonna say, like 8 months. So just, beware of that. It hasn't been straightened for a very long time. So, as I have stated, we are going to be finishing our tape and extensions today. Hey, we're gonna put in, I believe I have 24 and 26 inches straight hair, long, beautiful hair. So we will be adding that to our hair. Now, again, first things first. So I have to get the hair straight, but just to let you know, it's good to not have it too straight before you put the actual tape-ins in, because if it has a little bit of traction with a little bit of texture, it's kind of, I feel like it stays in a little bit better. So you want to have it like that. You don't want to have too much product on it, because you don't want to mess up the actual tape and make it greasy. So I haven't put a lot of products on my hair. The only thing I've added up front is I lightly sprayed all over some heat protectant. And I get the kind from Fantasia. And it's a hair polisher heat protector. And you put it on right before you start to straighten your hair, or to actually blow dry it straight, right? So you can put it on before you blow dry it. I feel like if you put it on before you blow dry it, you might spray a little bit too much, because your hair is wet and you can't see it, or you can't see where it's going. So for me, it's a little bit better when you put it on after you blow dry it and you're about to straighten it. All right, so next, step 2. So we got our hair straightened from the blow drying. So let's get flat ironing. As you guys can see, I'm started all the way at the bottom and the back, of course. And we have to get all the hair straight in order to put our tape-ins in. So I had to bust out my Fahrenheit flat irons, you guys. I literally paid, I believe, $19.99 at TJ Maxx, and I got two flat irons. So you get a small one, which is normally like for your edges and around the back, and I got the normal size, or regular size. As you can see right there, I have the regular size flat iron that can pretty much suit any length. To be honest, the bigger ones, they're just, to me, they're harder to handle, so it's easier if you're doing somebody else's hair. But anyway, back to the flat irons. They get really hot. They go up to 450 degrees, and they straighten really well. So just as you can see, I'm using 2 of them basically at the same time. So I have both of them heated and hot. What I do is in the roots of my hair, I use the smaller teeny one. You see them right there. And then I go back over it with the larger flat irons to do the rest. So that's just to make sure like I'm kind of getting the roots pretty straight. Like I said, it's not going to be, as you can see, it's not bone, silky straight. It's like right in the middle of silky straight, and like, and I'm enjoying myself, of course. I believe I was actually playing like 90s music, like from when I was in high school. So yeah, that's what I'm jamming to, y'all. But as I said, I am getting the hair as straight as possible, but not too straight, so I can have a little bit of traction when I want to place my tape-ins in. Now, so as you can see, I'm actually only doing 1 step here. So a lot of times if I can grip and I can get the hair right into the root area, or get the flat iron right into the root, there I am with the teeny one. I just gloss over it, and then here I come with the bigger flat iron. getting it straight, getting it straight. And again, all I have is heat protectant on my hair. There's nothing else. All right, so now I'm just gonna keep going until I get to the top part, and it's gonna make this process a lot easier that is straight first, because if you try to straighten your hair with the actual tape ends already in, it's just gonna be like a mess. It's easier to put them in like this. And then of course, like when you wash your hair, obviously your hair is gonna revert, but trying to deal with it later on that way is cool. But right now, no, just stick to getting your hair straight and then putting in your actual tape ends. Don't forget, once I get the tape ends in, I'm going to flat iron my hair again. So that's why it doesn't need to be bone straight. All right. And mind you, just so you guys know, see why I'm taking a look at how long my hair is. I literally cut my hair. My hair was probably at max like 3 inches all the way around my head, because my hair was uneven in different spots. So I just cut it all off and started all over again, and it's actually past my shoulders at this point. So I was amazed that it grew so long in a short period of time. All I did was keep cutting it. Probably every time I would redo my weave or redo my sew-in, because I was wearing a sew-in for a while, which is why it grew. Y'all know how y'all know how that do. When you do the sew-in, your hair grows like a freaking weed, okay? So it grew from the sew-in, as you can see. That's why I'm like, hey, my hair is getting kind of long here. Again, I'm jamming to my music. I'm just trying to stay awake. I think I started my hair like super late this night, so I doubt I finished my hair by the end of the night. I'm exhausted. So I'm just trying to keep myself awake with the music. So once you get all the way to the top, which I am going to show you guys, you're going to get to the top, and then you're going to completely make sure that it's like straightened enough so you can start parting your hair out. So I'm going to show you that in a few seconds. Stand by. Okay, you guys, we're back, and I'm getting so close to the top. I am already completed, well, what is that? My left side. So I'm finishing the right side of my hair, as you can see, and we're getting that hair straight. Remember, my hair has not been pressed in about 8 months. So here's the finished product. You can run your hand through it. The heat protectant does actually give it some nice shine. See, it's not perfectly straight though, but I need it not perfectly straight because I'm gonna straighten it one more time. Don't forget that. So I love running my hand through my hair. It's super soft. I use the cleansing conditioner by Renpure, and that makes it really soft and manageable. Here's the hair that I'm going to be using. So again, this is basically like a body wave. The tape is already at the top of the there's no weft, but the top of the hair, I guess. And there is one side that is kind of waxy feeling a little bit, and it's very thin, very thin. The other side has the adhesive or the tape on it. And where you see the blue parts on the hair, that's where the adhesive is, and that's where you peel the you peel that off, and then it exposes the actual tape. So right there is probably about 50 pieces, I would say. It's really long. The hair was really soft. You could run your hand through it. It wasn't a lot of what do you call it, not breakage, but shedding. There was not a lot of shedding. It wasn't completely black either, but blended with my hair, it didn't look too off. My hair is black because I dye it black. You know, y'all know I got to get them grays covered. So that's the reason that my hair is black. This hair comes natural, and it doesn't come in actual black. You have to color it, and I don't really like to mess with it. I like to say leave it in its natural state. It kind of works out best when you do it that way. So I'm just moving my hair around. It feels so good for it to be straightened. I am still jamming to my 90s music and tunes, my Jodeci, my Jagged Edge, all that. At this point, I'm trying to see where I want to part my hair out. So do I want a part on the side? Do I want a part in the middle? And I'm trying to figure out which side I like best. All right, so as you can see, I did not make it throughout that night, and I had to finish my hair the following day. So if you can kind of tell, I've already finished the back portion of my hair. You can see the wavy body wave hair already installed in the back. So I'm just showing you guys the front because you can't see what I'm doing in the back while I'm filming the video. So I'm just showing you. There's the tape. You see how fine the hair is, like what a thin piece of hair it is. So you do have to put multiple pieces. I probably have at least 50 to 60 pieces in the back alone. You need about 100 or 120 pieces to completely finish your hair. And that method that I just did right there, I am putting the tape on the comb because that holds it in place while I'm trying to place it in the right section. Then second, I heated up the actual adhesive so it will have some tackiness when I place it onto the hair. So now I have this really, really thin piece of hair, right? I parted out my hair. Here is the actual, I guess I'll call it a weft. With the adhesive exposed to my hair underneath, you see how I'm putting it right up under. So I don't like to have any room because my hair grows really fast. So I don't leave a whole lot of room underneath. So what happened just now is I didn't hold it down tight enough. So here I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to hold it down really tight. And then the hair should stick really well at this point. Now that comb holds it in place. You guys, that's the best trick ever. Have that rat tail comb hold your actual sticky tape in right in place. So now I'm just sticking it on to my hair so it can adhere, and then I can stick the top one. So remember, you need to sandwich your actual piece on. So now I'm going to put the top part on, and it is going to look gorgeous. So I decided, oh, I'm showing you I'm watching Peyton. Yes, ma'am. She was giving body right there, y'all. Okay, so now I'm heating up that adhesive one more time. Go, 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 go. I don't look like much right now, y'all. Okay. But when I get these pieces in, honey, you ain't gonna see nothing. It's gonna be gorgeous. And please don't mind my Hello Kitty robe. It's just comfortable, cozy, warm. It was a cold morning. I got up kind of early so I could finish my hair. There I'm sandwiching the hair and like trying to make sure that it's very, very secure and tight. To be honest, the hair that I actually use, the adhesive is so good that I don't even have to, every time I wash it, the hair doesn't come out. It doesn't remove from each piece. It sticks really, really well for a really long time. But I don't even know what adhesive this actually is. I just buy the hair and it's automatically there. So I don't know if anyone else uses the one with the blue papers on it. I've used a different kind, and I think I want to say it was yellow. The pieces were yellow and the hair would not stick at all. So this is the best one I've ever used with no issues at all. So I love it. I think the next time I do my hair, I'm going to use 200 pieces because I've been seeing the girls are getting the tape ins now, and their hair is so extremely full. And I usually kind of leave mine a little bit. I don't have it that full because I can't stand to. Oh, when you get tape ins and you have to wash your hair, it's just a long process and it's annoying. So if you have a lot of hair in, it'll take a little bit longer. Let me say that. It already takes about 2 hours for me to wash and flat iron my hair, blow dry, flat iron it back to normal. So if I have more hair, it's probably going to take me like almost 3 hours to do that full process. But I don't wash my hair that quick. I do it like every 3 weeks. So you're not gonna want to continuously wash and wash and wash these pieces. Remember, they're still delicate. Doesn't matter how great the adhesive is, they're still delicate. They can still come out at some point. They can slide down. It depends on how tight you have each piece. And again, here I'm gonna put some heat on and then smooth it down and secure it. Make sure they're really, really tight. And they're not tight on my hair, by the way. They don't hurt at all, but I'm just sandwiching them down tightly and secure. Okay. I don't know if you guys have worn tape-ins before, but they're so undetectable. They are so beautiful. You will be so addicted. It does look really full and thick right now, right? It's super, super full and thick. So I'm basically going to just finish this top part. Remember, I still have to leave hair to cover my tape-ins, right? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm looking to see where I can make the part. So by the way, I am putting in a middle part. Actually, no, I think this is going to be my side part. I redid my hair and did a middle part, so excuse me if I don't recall. This one's going to be a side part, if I'm not mistaken. So right now I'm trying to figure out how much I'm going to part it over. That little reddish hue is my color. So a lot of times after I dye my hair black a few times, I don't think I've dyed it in a long time at this point. I don't think I dyed it this time. So it gives like a red hue because it's a red base and not a blue base. That's why it's not too super duper dark. I like to dye my hair dark brown. It's not necessarily black. And that usually has a red base. So here I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not putting the tape-ins too close to my edges, because if you do put them too close to your edges, they will absolutely show. So I'm just making sure they're out of sight. And now I'm going to be ready to put some more tape-ins in. All right. Don't forget, you can also re-tape your tape-ins. So don't throw the hair away. The hair is really nice, so don't forget that part. These tape-ins cost more than a weft. More than wefted bundles. I almost want to say way more, but they are way more than wefted bundles. Remember that. This is a very expensive process. This is almost like micro links. Micro links are really expensive too. And I do that as well. My hair, I haven't did that in a long time. It takes so long. I'm just like not usually in the mood for that. I rather use tape-ins anyway because they're not as hard to cover up. Neither is micro links, but this is way easier. You can still see micro links. You can barely see the tape-ins. And they're so flat. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, I'm dangerous with it. I'm real close, but not that close. So I'm going to cover that up with some more hair. My head is very flat at the top, guys. So a lot of times you can't see my hair as long as it's parted out really good. Here I am sandwiching that hair in. All right. We're almost done. I'm about to show you guys the finished product. All right, so we are at the top part of our hair, and I'm just trying to finalize all the top part and make sure that I'm covering each piece. I'm still adding a little bit so we can have like that exaggerated comb over. This is the back, just to kind of show you before I do like my baby hairs and all of that. This is the finished product. I went out that night to have drinks, so I did my baby hairs, if you can see them, and it was really long. Thank you guys for watching. Love you.